Ah, good morning. It's coffee time, and I've been challenged to do a video by a couple of my mates on something fun to investigate during these tough times. Been shut down for a couple of days now. Got a couple more days to go, and I was thinking, what would be a fun topic to discuss? So I was thinking, you guys probably bought a whole boatload of coffee for the shutdown, and now go thinking maybe I've got too much. What do I do with this coffee? So what I've done in the past, in actual fact, in 2018 I went to Brazil for World Coffee, and I came back with a boatload of coffee, and soon after getting back I realized I needed to do something about all this coffee I've got, otherwise it's gonna be wasted. So I decided to embark on an experiment and freeze my coffee. Yes, I know it sounds like it's a bad thing to do, but I did it nonetheless because the other option was throwing it away, and I didn't want to do that. So what I did was I got a nice airtight container in some cases, and in others I put them in their Ziploc bags in the freezer, and I've left them there. Some I forgot about, which is one of the coffees I'll be using today, since 2018 November. So the coffees actually get suspended in time from when you put them in the freezer. The big deal here is when you take them out the freezer, they mustn't stay out the freezer. You must take it out, take a portion out that you're going to use for the day, put it straight back in the freezer, and carry on until the coffee is now finished. So what I'm going to do is that's going to take you through the brewing process and what I do and how I do it. Why I do it is because I want to keep my coffee as long as I can, because as we know, a lot has to go into getting coffee to your table this morning. So I've tried my best to preserve the goodness in the coffee by freezing it. So let's get going. I'm going to get the kettle on and I'm going to go through the process, show you how I do it. So this is the coffee I'm going to be using. It's called Academia. It's a Brazilian farm. The owner of this farm owns the cafe and the roastery. Quite a unique situation. The coffee is brilliant. I can't remember what it was. I think it's a natural processed coffee because I've lost the information card on the coffee. It's delicious and it's 2 years old. So I'm going to portion it out. I use 20 grams for 300 mils, so it's a 15-to-1 ratio if you guys want to know. So I'm going to get going and start preparing for my brew this morning. So this one is done. We're finished. And I grind it up. Oh, the sun's up. Hitting me straight in the eyeballs. I'm going to quickly grind this and be right with you. It smells very delicious. So what else can I tell you about when it comes to this freezing of the coffee? Yes, so a very interesting fact is that when you freeze the coffee, the moisture in the coffee obviously freezes like an ice block at a microscopic level, and so when you stick it into your grinder, two things happen. One, you don't get any static, which is great. and two, your particle size becomes way more uniform throughout the grinding process because of the hardness and the fragility of the coffee. So we have a much better particle distribution when it comes to the grind profile of the coffee, which is great. It also helps when it comes to our brewing process. So one of the things I have noticed is when I do this, is that on my first pour, when I bloom my coffee, the coffee wants to drip through quite quickly. But as the coffee then defrosts and absorbs more of the moisture, the pour will slow down. So you'll probably see this in the video as I go through it. And again, if your coffee pours too slowly, I would suggest that you coarsen up your grind and try and get your coffee to brew in about 3.5 minutes. That's what I like to aim for and get the process done. So I'm going to do 3 pours. I'm going to bloom it. I'm going to add water to 150 mils, let that brew a bit, and then add the last 150 mils so that we can get the full brew done. Okay, here we go. Kettle's just boiled. Make sure your scale's on. It really does smell delicious. There's something here in South Africa you guys hopefully know about. It's called nachtmusik. And this coffee tastes a little bit like nachtmusik when you finish brewing it. Okay. I'm not going to let it bloom for the full 45 seconds. I abandoned that a long time ago. I didn't find that it made too much of a difference in how long you bloomed your coffee for. But that's just me. So it's dripped through. Second pour. So you're probably thinking, why 3 pours? So I got a mate named Nicodemus. He's a Q grader, and master at green beans identification and processing. And he moaned at me because of the way I brewed my coffee and challenged me to change. So I did it. I tried it out for a couple of weeks and compared it to how I was doing it, and Nicodemus was right. 3 pours is good enough. Let the coffee settle on the side of the filter paper. Let it drip through. Hit your second pour and hit your third pour, and do not disturb the grounds. So we're almost ready now for my third pour. Thanks, Nico. Changed my life, buddy. There we go. All 3 pours are done. We'll wait now for it to brew. I'll pour it out, and I'll do what I do every morning and take my lovely wife a cup of coffee in bed. Yes, she's spoiled, and enjoy it, and then start my day. If you enjoyed this video, which you probably didn't because it's probably pretty bad, but that's okay. I was there to challenge, and so I took up the challenge, and I'd like to challenge all my mates out there in the coffee world that like to laugh at these kind of videos, to make your own video, and let's see how it comes out. Let's have some fun. We've got 21 days to mess around, maybe longer. We have to find new ways and interesting ways to keep ourselves busy. I never thought in my wildest dreams I'd be doing a video, but here I am. Maybe if I enjoy it, I'll carry on do it. And if there's more information you'd like to know, please hit me up. I'll put some information on the video. So if you want to send me an email or WhatsApp or whatever it is, please send me a message. And maybe I'll be back tomorrow with something new. Thanks, guys. So, well, let me just pour this coffee out once it's finished brewing, and then it's time to drink it. It's done. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to enjoy my coffee now and get started with my day, however that may look. Thanks guys. Have a great day. Ooh, it's really delicious. Like I said, chocolate, a little boozy, nutty. It's fantastic. It's light florals coming through in the end. It's great. For a 2-year-old coffee, it's actually phenomenal. Thanks guys. Have a great day.